Hey, welcome back to Seven Gulches. This is probably the last day we'll be on this project. We've opened up the stand so that we can access the damaged trees. I'll show you that in just a minute. We've made a little trail here that you can see that we can get in and get at some other timber too. There's some beautiful timber here. But the main thing we're after is these trees up here. If you can take a look at the tops, you can see at least 2 of the 4 trees that are damaged right there. And then we have to cut that smaller, healthy spruce beside it. But anyway, here's the machine we're working with. That's our Vulture tractor and the Tej Fung winch that we bought a couple of years ago that pulls really big timber, just like a skidder. Anyway, normally these little projects that we do, we're getting overaged spruce that have been attacked by bark beetle. This project isn't that case. This is a result of damaged trees from the hurricanes that we experienced over the last 4 years. There's a number of trees that you probably can't see them with all the snow cover here. But there's one that goes right by all those trees, and I have to junk it up to access actually. These trees here that we're going to harvest today, we'll probably get some lumber out of them actually. We probably will mill them ourselves. We probably won't send these to the big commercial mills. It just depends on how sound they are, because some of them have just died and the mills don't mind that as long as there's no rot in them. There's 2 basic ways that this bark beetle, it's our native spruce bark beetle. There's 2 basic ways that this bark beetle attacks trees. One, it'll attack old, weakened trees that can't fight them off. In other words, they don't produce enough sap when they get older. And that's why I'm kind of against this protecting old growth forest, because old growth forest in our area generally has a lot of red spruce. It's our provincial tree, and we're in the best red spruce growing territory in the world. You know, for those people that criticize the forestry companies for planting a monoculture, as they call it, the places they plant usually were red spruce growing naturally stands, and it only makes sense if the land grows good red spruce. Plant red spruce. But that's not what this is about. This is about when trees get overaged and we don't harvest them or manage them. We're going to have situations like you can see at least 3 tops right there where those trees are quite old and they have bark beetle. They're dead. And if I leave them, they would spread to this really nice stand around here. They probably got weakened because they were hit with some of these blowdowns. If you take a look on the ground in there, you can see that there's the top of a tree on the ground there, and it hit one of those trees and damaged it. That's the other way that bark beetle affects trees, if they're weakened by some mechanical event, or if they're just too old to fight them off. What happens after we get a small outbreak is they build up, and eventually there's such a high population of them in the area that the trees can't fight them off. So you'll see in stands where there's a big amount of bark beetle, even younger trees that get attacked succumb to the disease, or succumb to the insect, I should say. Anyway, other parts of the world are facing stuff like this as well. When forests are left unmanaged, we're getting a lot of these forest fires that the new term for them is wildfires, but we call them forest fires. When there's a forest fire, it's a forest fire. Wildfire makes it sound dramatic. Anyway, that's my rant for today, and by the end of today, we hope to have this stand cleaned up. It's called a sanitation harvest. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Is it really done? What about replanting?